Hi everyone, this is JJ Johannes and Tim Sherburne with IAHomes coming at you again live on Facebook, and wanted to continue our series. We've been talking about some of the different myths out there about IAHomes and how we help people and help our clients. And so one of the ones that we hear probably more frequently is on the realtor side of things, since that's something we've added in the last few years. And so we do have licensed realtors with us, licensed real estate agents, and that really helps us open up some of those options for our clients. And so, Tim, if you can kind of speak about what that option does for people and how that's kind of opening up some different things for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've taken a lot of phone calls, a lot of requests, a lot of interest in people trying to get a feel for, IAHomes and what it's about. And now that we've added the brokerage side of it, we get interest from agents as well to kind of see what we have to offer our clients. So one of the beauty of it is we can actually get to meet with the client, sit with the client, understand their situation, and get a feel for their goals. And then our agents also have the flexibility to work with them according to whatever situation they're in. So whether that's listing on the MLS, whether that's just helping them on the buying side of things, but our agents, have the flexibility to work with pretty much anybody and lay some options on the table. We'll see if it's a good fit. And if it's not, there's plenty of agents out there that are all offering different things. And, we're allowing our agents to kind of be at that level as well as to compete with some of the best real estate agents in the Cedar Rapids and Iowa City areas.
Yeah, one of the things that we've heard over time is, are they real realtors? Have they gone through all the different processes? Are they licensed at the same level? And that's something that they are licensed at all those same levels. We all get licensed through the Iowa Real Estate Commission, and then join a local board. So in Cedar Rapids, the Cedar Rapids Association of Realtors. Then you join the state level, the Iowa Association of Realtors. Then you join the national level, the National Association of Realtors. And so all of our agents have joined those levels and are licensed with all of those. And so, the options or the licensing level is the same, throughout those, all those things. And then on the production side, we see where a lot of our agents have been successful.
Yeah, hugely successful. I mean, Dana's been with us 3 or 4 years, and she's been a top 25 producing agent, every year she's been here. So, to say, they don't have the talent or the skills or, each agent is pretty much driven as an individual basis. The company you work for is more about kind of the options and the backing you have to help you get to your goals. But as far as a production level and helping people and giving them some assistance, that's more on a personal level. So each person kind of controls how much volume they want to do, how many listings they want, how many buyers they want to help, whether that's new construction, spec homes to bank-owned properties. I mean, there's so much opportunity out there in real estate that our agents, have that flexibility to kind of decide what they want to do from that model. But we definitely have some of the top producing agents in the area.
Yeah, I mean, along those lines, we were talking about that before, where if you look at 7 of our 9 agents were in the top 25% in each of the last 3 years. We've had 2 agents in the top 3% of all the agents in Lynn County. And so they've been able to produce some high volume and help a lot of clients be successful. And then that in turn has helped us. Each of the last 2 years, we've made the Quarter Business Journal's fastest growing companies. And so by having agents who help clients and help them be successful, that's ultimately helped us be successful. And those are things that we've seen play out. And then we've also seen, though, being in the industry now for 16 years together, that there's more and more emphasis on the agent. There's more options for agents in different brokerages. And so, we're seeing that on a national level in different areas, and then we're also seeing that here locally as well.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at production, you will see, kind of a squeezing to the middle of brokerages and even agents for that matter. Everybody has a chance to produce, the amount of volume, essentially, that the effort that you want to put in. It's out there. Just to give you some of the numbers, is you can look at it from percentages, but also, our agents, some of our top agents, they're doing 50 to 75 transactions, and that's, around 10, 12, $13 million in real estate each. And that's not a team, that's them kind of producing it on an individual basis, but we feel our systems and our lead generation, we can help people produce at that kind of level. So it's kind of nice to see that whether they have experience or, no experience, once they come in and allow us to help them, they can produce at some very large numbers.
Yeah, and one of the things that we see, though, that can get confusing, we kind of talked about this before, but you just had a phone call before you came in here,
yeah.
And where someone is looking to sell for sell by owner, and they want to get on the MLS as well. And
yeah.
Sometimes there's that confusion that if I list by owner, then I also want to add that MLS, and that's completely disconnected service, or separate services, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if people want to do the by owner route, obviously they have the right to do that. It's their property. They're just not going to get on the MLS. They're not going to get any licensing agreements with our real estate agents. It's when they want to commit to that next level and say, hey, I want to get maximum exposure. I want some assistance in this process. That's when they'll go through the traditional process, just like any other agent in the area, where they're signing the listing agreements, getting the disclosures from the board that you want to be on. Most of them are Cedar Rapids, but we do have access to Iowa City and Waterloo. So depending on your location, you might want to get on both of them. But we definitely have that ability here at IAHomes to allow our agents to really list any property. As long as we feel comfortable in our knowledge base of listing it, we'll give the agent the opportunity to get that out there. So there's definitely flexibility. But yeah, the confusion part of it is, we try to definitely draw a line between the buy owner side. If you want to go down that path, you're more than welcome to. That's your choice. But also the realtor path is something completely different, where we're going to have to get some signed paperwork and get some representation there.
Yeah, I mean, on the buy owner side, it's a marketing service that we provide for them and some education. On the realtor side, it's our agents taking them and having that realtor relationship with them to help them market, sell, negotiate, do all those things to sell their home. And sometimes that line can seem blurred by people, or by people that that you might talk to, but for us it's a very clear line. That's completely separate services. You're either on one side or the other, and we can help you obviously with both sides, but they are different services, and it's a different path that you go down when you choose that.
Yep.
So anything else to add on the realtor side that you can think about?
No, I mean, we kind of took the approach similar to our business model when we first started, that people like options and they want to kind of know what's out there. We're trying to take that over to the realtor side as well, like the flexibility and, being able to kind of, work your business plan. We give agents the freedom to do that. So a lot of our agents had models they thought were going to work, and they've had to tweak it since then as well. So you live and learn, but the beauty of it is we try to do what our agents want, and we also try to listen to the public as far as the sellers and the buyers, what things they're looking for, because ultimately that's who you're working for. You're working for the buyers and the sellers when it comes to real estate. So we try to give both sides some options and just see what happens.
Yeah, and just to kind of go off what you said there, one of the things that, we have different agents who have joined us, and so, when we look at the success that we help with our clients, but we also have helped some of our agents be successful, and the average sales volume for 2018 was just under 8 million was the average sales volume per agent. And so they've been successful in that. And a lot of that is, listening to clients, seeing where they're at, and trying to help them, be successful as well. So, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below. If you have topics or things that you'd like to see us discuss, as we're going to keep doing these weekly Facebook Lives, we would appreciate any input on that. Again, the comments below, or you can give us a call or reach out to us direct and message us. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
All right. Thanks, guys.